Hi there. Did you want something?
What kind of job did you have in mind?
When my parents and I were evacuated after the accident in '86, we left a family heirloom in the root cellar. An old Orthodox icon. My mother, she kept talking about it until the day she died. I need to find it. I want to have at least something to remember my family by. Bring it to me, and I'll pay you the full price of an expensive artifact. I couldn't get it on my own.
Why can't you go look for the icon yourself?
I tried, but the moment I set foot in the field, I started feeling so groggy I could barely stand. And then I started hearing voices. Some I'd never heard before, others of those long gone. I can't remember how I managed to get away, but I am never going back there again.
I'm not interested in this job.
I see. I wouldn't go anywhere near the poppy field either.
Believe it or not, here's what went down. Guess what? I had that dream again. The poppies. It's been forever since I got back.
Need a
Still
drink?
can't dream about anything other than poppies. And the smell.
Do you know anything
Every
about
morning,
Squint?
As if I'm lying
Not
in a
much, really.
field of those
He only
dead
stopped by
flowers,
once
not
before this
in my
whole
sleeping bag.
mess.
And
Had a
I'm
few
so
drinks.
drowsy.
He was looking for a guide, so I told him to talk to
Doing
Uncle
all my
Leonia.
coupons on energy drinks. Sometimes I wonder
Got any work
if
for me?
I'm
Sure do.
still in
I was
that
starting to
field,
think I have to go out there myself.
and I never woke up.
Here you go. Big some. You know, artifacts fade quickly outside of the zone, so they're perishable goods. Always in high demand. Nab one for me, like to split, and I'll give you a decent amount of coupons. Just don't screw it up.
Okay. I'll do it.
Bring me back some news.
gets pulled over by a patrol. Do you have any weapons? The officer says. Of course I do, he says. There's a Glock 19 on my
Spicy as hell. Colt 45 to flow.
Are you new here? Come on in, make yourself at home. But don't get too comfy. If you need anything fixed, I'm your man. If you want to swap some stories, go to Mykolaiv or the Gaffer. They got all kinds of baloney to choose from. All right, come on. What have you got there?
Why does the zone need technicians?
They make sure your gun barrel doesn't fall off when you most need it. And if it does, at least they'll be here to replace it. Weapons upgrades, repairs, that's us. Armored. Tell me what you need, and I'll see what I can do.
I'm looking for information about Squint.
Everyone's looking for Squint, especially folks with fancy gear. But I'm a technician, not a search engine. And don't bother me about stolen goods like Squint did when he brought me those Warden sensors. If you need anything fixed, that's me. If you're looking to wag your tongue, talk to Warlock at the bar. He's a real chatterbox.
Need a hand with anything?
I'm glad you're here. As a matter of fact, I do. A bunch of diggers who used to bring me all sorts of useful stuff have gone off the radar. I'm feeling a little uneasy about it.
What kinds of people are these diggers?
Where stalkers go out looking for artifacts, diggers look for junk. Gear, old electronics, like dead stalkers' PDAs. They can lead you to stashes full of useful loot, too. They peddle their junk on the mainland, and sometimes here in the zone. I can always use spare parts, so I work with those guys sometimes.
What could have happened to them?
They were using the PDAs of dead stalkers to raid their stashes. It's a dangerous job, you know. Bad places, traps, and besides, a stash might have more than one owner.
All right. Where should I start looking?
I have the coordinates for their last outing. I told them to stay away from that tunnel. I knew it was a bad idea. There were 4 of them. Max Saturday, Bedlam, Vasa Punk, and Mastiff, their leader.
Thanks for the help. You can't imagine how important it is for us to find him. See ya. Need some help, Stalker? What the hell happened to you? Need some help, Stalker? Back on the mainland, they never trusted me with anything important. I didn't spend 7 years in med school to stitch paper cuts and write reports for professors my whole life. But I really wanted to help people, so I came here. Man, it's like a fairy tale. All these artifacts, a real miracle. They're dangerous, sure. But so's open heart surgery. Should we stop doing it? No way, bro. I brought so many folks back to life. They need me here. If you need my help, you know where to find me.
Yeah, exactly.
So, have you had a chance to look around yet? This is how we do it around here. The rules are simple enough. No waving guns around, no brawling, and any disputes get settled outside the village. And a tip from me, don't get too close to the ward. They don't see you as a human being, just a tool. And as you're well aware, tools are disposable. If you're bored, have a seat by the fire at the bar. Our jokes might not exactly be subtle, but you just might pick up some useful tips.
What can you tell me about Silesia?
I fought tooth and nail for this place. First against Monolith, then against those slag heap scumbags, so that decent stalkers could have a place to crash. Mutants and anomalies are bullshit, my boy.